Hello and welcome back to the channel. Oh my goodness, tonight, if you are tuning in, obviously you're tuning in because you're here watching. You picked an amazing week to tune in. We have every single week, we are live Tuesday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the recipes, weight loss tips, and the really good ones are when you get to hear from clients who have went through some of our programs and have gotten results. And tonight we have Miss Neisha with us. And when we first started working together, she was 29 weeks pregnant. And today she has a beautiful little baby, Dallas. And wait till you hear what she did while she was pregnant. It is going to blow your mind because it blows me away. So without further ado, please help me welcome to the channel, Miss Neisha.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
You look so beautiful. Like your face is so like.
It just slimmed right down, right?
Do you still look in the mirror and go, whoa?
I do now. It took me a while to realize it. You know when I first realized it when I went to a dinner. One of my clients invited me to a dinner, and when I got there, we were looking for each other in the parking lot, and she looked past me like she didn't even know it was me. I was like, "I'm right here. Do you see me?" Yeah, that's when I really realized it.
How good did that feel though? Like I can remember my mom doing that with me. Like I was in a store and I was walking at her and she was looking for me, but she was looking for the fluffier me. So when your friend looked by you, well, like how did that feel to be like, she did not recognize me?
I felt so good. Yeah. She's like, what did you do? Yeah.
Well, and here's the most amazing part. I mean, you've lost 60.2 pounds in less than 6 months.
That's huge. That's huge.
Nisha, like your baby is like 3 months old. Like when you started the program, so you were actually online looking for a way to.
Yeah, I was searching everywhere. Like I was searching Google, I was searching YouTube, and I could not find anyone. And then I came across your video with Danielle. Danielle was pregnant, and I listened to the entire video. And I didn't even look at no more of your videos. I watched the video, and I was like, oh, I have to find Carmen. Like, so I think I messaged you on like Instagram, Facebook. Like, by the time you messaged me back, I had already sent in an application from this was probably like season 6 application or something like, and I was just praying that I got on the show. I was praying. Yeah.
Well, and it's crazy, right? Because most of the time when we get pregnant, we just kind of take that as a free pass to go gain a bunch of weight, and it is what it is. But no, you were like, so what was that made you say, no, I'm pregnant. I want this pregnant to be healthy? Like, what was that in you that even like that occurred to you?
It was because my first pregnancy, when I got pregnant with my son, who's 16 now, I gained, I think it was 70 pounds when I was pregnant with him. And I had never lost that weight. I would lose maybe like 10, 20 pounds. I would gain it back and I would gain even more. And I knew I wanted to get pregnant again, but that's one of the reasons I had always ran away from pregnancy. And having another child. So this time when I got pregnant, I said I had gained about 5 pounds already, and I was like, no, I need to find help. So I tried like raw vegan for a couple days. Like I tried like nothing was working, and I was on the hunt. So I did not want to gain any more weight.
Well, and you didn't like try something like Weight Watchers. You found one of the most intensive accountability programs. So what was it when you found the biggest transformation? When you saw Danielle's interview, what was it that made you go, no, I need to do this?
Well, I actually did try Weight Watchers for about, I think it was a month. I did. Yeah. And it didn't help me either. Weight Watchers did not help me. So with Danielle video, she seemed like relaxed. So it seemed like the program was something that's a person can stick to. You know, it didn't seem like she was like worn out and like extremely exhausted. It seemed like it was more of an everyday life, like when I heard her story. And also when she was saying like she wouldn't leave out the house, like she would miss events just because she felt like she was really big. That was me. So I would like avoid my family. I would avoid going to schools, like my child's school. And I would just, if I didn't have to be there, I wouldn't go. So, and when she told me the amount of weight she lost, that's what made me just want to sign up. Like I had to, I had to find help.
Now, was there ever a point, because the program, the biggest transformation, obviously you have a cast, there's only so many people that go through each season. It's an eating plan. And of course, we modify that a little bit when you're pregnant to make sure you're getting the nutrition. But let me start here. So was there ever, and then you get this video after you apply that of me saying, hey, here's what it is. It's my way or the highway. Do it or you're kicked out. Like, was there ever a point where you like, I don't know?
No, I wouldn't even know. I figured if nothing else worked, this was gonna work. Like I didn't care how much money you were gonna charge me. Like I didn't care what I had to do. I was like, if this worked for Danielle, I felt like we were friends, like we were connected. Like if this worked for Danielle, it's gonna work for me. So after I applied, I know like a couple days, I think a week or so went by, and I sent you my video. And then I started praying again. And I remember one night I was laying down on a couch. I was on the phone with one of my friends, like we're friends from middle school. And while she was talking to me about whatever she was talking about, I was praying, like, I have to get in this program. And that's when I got your email. It came through the phone and I just started screaming, like, I got in. And she's like, what is wrong with you? Like, so I didn't tell her at that moment because I wanted to keep it to myself. So then, like a couple days later, I ended up telling her why I was screaming. And I just, when you told me like what the program was about, and you told me like everything we had to do like to prepare for it, I was not worried at all. Like I felt like no, because I seen Danielle do it.
So
I didn't see
awesome.
her, but in my head, I seen her.
That's right. Like you heard her, and it was such an amazing story because she would not leave the house. Like her husband would go to the school, her husband would do the shopping. She wouldn't go to family events. And she lost the weight and she started riding roller coasters and like going on outings and just the confidence in herself, right? And it's been the same thing with you because when you started, you were at 218 pounds, and this morning you weighed in at 157 pounds.
I was so happy this morning. I was so happy. And you know what? Is this like this week alone? I think this is the most I've lost in 1 week. Is that right?
I have to go back and look. But yeah, no, last week, yeah, you lost your how many weeks into this and you lost, yeah, over 5 pounds.
Over 5 pounds this week. So I can say this week is where, we're adults. So sometimes we don't listen to things. I can say this week is where I stuck to everything 100%. Like my workout time, my eating window, my what I ate. I stuck to everything 100%. Like, so yeah. And I know like at times I would eat what I'm supposed to eat, but I might work out at a different time and things of that nature. Oops, did it freeze a little?
I can hear you great. What did your doctor say during this process?
So in the beginning, I was on high blood pressure medicine. This was prior to my pregnancy. And while I was going to the doctor, they were worried about taking me off the medication. Although my weight was coming down, my blood pressure had dropped really low. So I had to have about 2 conversations with the doctors. And then my husband had to step up for me and say, hey, listen, just take her off of it today and give her a chance. Like whatever program she's in is working. I didn't even tell him about the program at first either. So he was like, whatever this is working. So once he started seeing the results, that's when I told him about the program. So he told the doctor and they took me off. They like set the medicine to the side. And it was like every appointment I would come to, they're like, we know we're going to have to put you back on it. We know this. So like, we're just going to keep monitoring your blood pressure. Come every week. I never got put back on it. And when my blood pressure went like to normal and like all my swelling went away because my ankles were like really swollen when I first got pregnant. That went away. It was unheard of. Like the doctor couldn't believe it. They were like, you're dropping weight. Wait, let's send you down for another blood test. Like they got to running everything. And like everything was like like my levels were so low to where it was almost like I wasn't even pregnant. Like everything was healthy. Yeah.
And it's so, because, I had my first two babies overweight, morbidly obese. And my third pregnancy, I was healthy and I was eating healthy and I was working out, like all the things you were doing. And same thing, like I had gestational diabetes with my first two pregnancies, high blood pressure, swelling, everything was swollen. And the third pregnancy was like no swelling all the way up until I gave birth, like no swelling, everything normal. And the doctors, same thing. They could not believe because it was so rare that they see this stuff. And so I want to go back to the swelling for a minute because anybody who's watching this who's been pregnant before or is pregnant right now is going, what? Did she just say she had no swelling?
Yeah, there was no swelling, no swelling, like none. And my energy levels, they were so, like, I didn't feel tired at all. Like, I worked out all the way until the day, it might have been the day I went. No, I think like until the day before I delivered my baby, the day before I had her. Yeah.
So amazing. And what was recovery like this pregnancy compared with the last one?
So the last pregnancy, I had all the swelling. I gained so much weight. I stayed in the hospital the entire time. So that was a C-section. I stayed the entire 3 days. This time was a C-section. They let me out 2 days early. So they were like, look, you can go home. Everyone came, every doctor and nurse who came in the room were like, you don't even look like you had a baby. Like, you don't even look like, yeah. And then, I had my shaker cup and they were like, we're not supposed to let you plug this up, but just go ahead. Like, so they let me plug up the shaker cup. But I didn't like the hospital food. Like, once you stay away from all of that for so long, you really don't want it. So they were asking me like, oh, they seen my scale in the room and they were like, are you on some sort of program? So I actually gave one of the nurses like your email and everything. She's like, are you on some sort of program or something? I'm like, I am, but I think I'm like sunk all the way in now. Like, this is fun. So yeah.
Well, and I love how in the beginning, you have this extra thing growing inside of you, and I love the way you talked about, you worked out because it was a part of the program, but now you didn't look forward to it. You were just kind of checking the box.
Right.
Okay, Carmen's making me do this. Fine, I'll do it. It's part of the program. But now,
I'm like all in now. Like, I don't feel the same. If I don't work out, I don't feel good. Like, I feel like I'm missing a part of my life, like, or my day is just knocked off. Like, and then when I eat, I don't feel like I'm forced to eat something I have to eat. It's everyday food. It's just I know how to choose the foods that are for me. And I know how to eat. Like, he taught us how to take our favorite meals and incorporate that into a more healthier way, pretty much. Yeah.
and it's been so inspiring to watch you. And I know, especially for pregnant women out there, so often we want to have a healthy pregnancy. We want to still look as cute as we can, even though this thing is growing inside of us. And like, how has your husband and your older son and your family, how have they responded to this new Neisha?
Oh, my husband loves it. Like, he's like, wow, babe, wow. I think in the beginning of the program, I remember saying, like, I just want my husband to go, like, oh my gosh, where are you going? He does that all the time now. Like, where are you going? Like, and then my son was like, Mom, like, what happened? Like, and then he'll get up and he weighs himself every day. It kind of like it just rolled over into the rest of my household. Like, my husband eats healthy. He was always a person that was into the gym, but he's like more extreme with it now. And then my son, it rolled over to him. Like, he'll watch what he eat. He still eats what he wants. He's a kid, but he's aware now. He's more aware. Yeah. So they love it. My family are like, you look really great. At first they were telling me like, you might be losing too much weight, but I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like, I'm healthy. Yeah.
So what is next for you? Because obviously you're at 157 pounds. So what is next for you? Like, what's next on your, I want to do this, I want to check this. Like, what's the ultimate goal for you?
I feel like I really want to help others lose weight as well. That's what I'm thinking. Like I feel like I feel so in love with it that it's my everyday conversation. Like I'm constantly like referring people to you, like, and everybody who come up to me and ask me what I did, it's like I go so deep into telling them like, get your health in order. And one thing I can say is the reason I feel like I want to go that route is because it didn't only help me, it helped my marriage, it helped my business. Like I used to be afraid to post my YouTube videos for my business. Now I can knock out about 10 a day, and I didn't realize it was because I didn't even like myself on camera, so I kind of fell in love with the whole health and fitness journey. Yeah.
Well, and I love that you said that because, when you get your health in order and you start feeling better about you, it doesn't just affect your health. Like, yeah, your health gets better. Yes, your butt looks better. Yes, you have increased energy, and there's no way you're more excited. I mean, anytime you have endorphins going through your body every day, like you're not going to be depressed, right? But I love how you said it makes your marriage better. It makes you a better wife, a better mom, a better at business, a better employee, a better business owner, whatever it is you're doing. It's like that trickle down effect. So there's all these other areas of your life that are better, and it stems from you feel better, and when you feel better, you show up better, and when you show up better, things are better. And so what would you say to somebody, because it's pretty easy for somebody to look at this and be like, oh, Neisha, she's just bubbly, she's excited, of course it worked for her, but I'm pregnant and you don't understand. What would you say to somebody who's watching this video, who either is overweight and wants to get pregnant, or who is overweight and pregnant and they just think you're special and something like this wouldn't work for them?
No, I'm gonna say sign up. Like before you even think about it, like sign up for the biggest transformation. And even if you're thinking about getting pregnant, like, because that's even better if you can correct it before you even get pregnant, but for those who are pregnant, I don't feel like there's another program in the world. And I did some deep searching. Like, I don't feel like there's another program like this where you can actually eat healthy and drop weight pregnant, and so I would tell them to sign up for this program, and it's just gonna fix, because I know it's like I used to feel sad and like almost, I don't like to use the word depressed, but I was down, so I'm gonna say this really changed my life, so definitely sign up for the program.
And I want to ask you this because what was the thing how did you surprise yourself the most? Like looking back, because Neisha, it hasn't even been 6 months.
It hasn't been 6 months, no. What surprised me the most was sticking to the program. It was sticking to the program, and it was more so like it was easy to stick to this program. Like the instructions were laid out, like, from your refrigerator to your pantry to everything was laid out for me. So the directions were easy to follow. It wasn't like I had to count this calorie and it was so simple. Like, yeah. So that's what surprised me the most, sticking to the program, being able to stick to the program, and being able to do it pregnant. Like, I feel like anybody can do this. Like, if you can't do this program, I don't know what's next, Like, yeah.
I agree. If you can't do this program, you just don't want to lose weight.
You don't want to lose weight. Yeah. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. And where can somebody find you? If somebody watches this and they want to follow your journey and they want to see where you're up to, where can they find you?
So you can go on my Instagram. It's Neisha, Neishia, and then _rebuilds, REBUILDS.
This woman is a powerhouse. She is phenomenal. I remember the first time I heard her speak when she was helping to host another season. And I was just like, there's something special about this girl. Like, she just, I really believe that this is going to open up so many doors for you and reignite some passions that have been buried that you didn't even know were there. And it has just been such an honor to watch you with such diligence and such commitment and really watch you transform your life and see the joy exude out of you. I mean, Neisha, you are a light on a hill. You are an inspiration, and it has been such an honor to be a small part of your journey. And I cannot wait to see what you do next. So go follow this girl on Instagram, Neisha _rebuilds. And if you joined us tonight, thank you so much. Make sure you leave her a comment down below, and we will also put the link for the next season of The Biggest Transformation. Nobody's ever guaranteed a spot. So if you want to get inside of one of our next seasons, make sure to fill that out, and someone will be in contact with you with your next steps. And so, Neisha, thank you for joining us tonight on your busy schedule, your new baby, Dallas. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week, same time, same place.